Welcome to the Echo Tips podcast.
Here's a sneak peek into what we're going to cover in this week's episode of the Echo Tips podcast. Hey, do you know the movie, The Fifth Element, the science fiction movie? There's a song in it that's like an opera thing with a lady singing on the stage, and then it kind of gets into a rock opera thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Ah, yes, I recognize that scene. The iconic opera sequence features Maywin Lebesco as the blue-skinned diva who performs the diva dance.
Wow. I'm impressed. Can you play that song on Amazon Music?
Playing Diva Dance from The Fifth Element on Amazon Music.
Whoa. Well, hello, and welcome to the Echo Tips podcast. It's good to have you returning listeners and you new listeners as well. And this is a very exciting episode, something I've been waiting for, I'd like to say since February, but my God, it's honestly been a year and a half plus. I mean, since that would have been 2023, the fall, when they started to talk about integrating AI goodness into our A-Lady devices. And then the pushbacks, and then the changes in leadership, and then the changes in models, and then here in February we had Panos Panay do a demo, and I've been on the waiting list ever since. And now I finally have access. I've had access for probably about 48 to 72 hours. I really haven't had a chance to practice a lot, mostly because I didn't want to test a lot of things without you guys first experiencing it or us experiencing it together. But I'm sorry the show got out late. So first off, before I delve into this in any depth, I'd like to welcome our news listeners who are wondering what the show's about. Welcome to the show. We're in our 7th season. I am the host, David Ward. We have a weekly show where we deal with everything related to our Amazon Echoes and A-Lady devices. And that back catalog of 7 seasons includes over 350 episodes. So I've been here a long time with this and worked with a lot of students over the years with these products, and even helped develop an A-Lady skill for a radio reading service. So just been really waiting for this for a long time. Okay, so you new listeners, if you are interested in anything related to that, you can check out our back catalog, and I would encourage you to do that. Okay. So without any further ado, what can I tell you about the new experience? Well, first off, I will highlight to you that the way I got access to it is not what I would call typical. In fact, not even documented, I think, anywhere that I've seen or even read about, because it's kind of mums the word out there on the internet. I don't know what the story is. But the original premise was you would go to the A-Lady, you go to Amazon.com, and I gave out the domain. I think it's just ALEXA, or you could just go to alexa.com, and then you would sign up with your Amazon account for early access. And then you were supposed to, and according to everything I've ever read, and I've even talked to people that have had this, you would get an email invitation, and until you acknowledged that email invitation and actually clicked on a link in there, you did not get access. You had no idea that you would have been sent an invite or anything like that I could tell. And man, I kept burrowing through my emails, looking to see if I got anything, never got anything. Well, recently on a Double Tap episode, or I think a guest that was on there mentioned the phrase enable A-Lady Plus. And that, I said, that's kind of interesting. I've never heard anybody say that. The old phrase used to be Let's Chat. That was in the early beta of the previous, back in 2024, the one that flopped out, and they never brought it to market. So I said, that's interesting. So I goofed around with the phrase a few times, and I tried it on my Echo Dots, my 5s here in the office, which is what I'm using to record this with, and I didn't get anywhere. It pretty much just said the same thing it always would say. Oh, you're signed up for you're already signed up. We'll notify you. And then probably like an hour later or 30 minutes later, I was walking around the house and I said, I'm going to try it on my Echo in the living room. and it finally did work. And it said, "Oh, would you like to go through the process?" And it asked for some confirmation things about identification mechanisms and stuff like that. And finally said, "Okay, I'm going to send a further setup request to the A-Lady app on your phone or device. You need to go over there and follow the steps to get it set up." But from the moment I verbally acknowledged it, I'm pretty sure it was enabled, because whenever she would respond, the voice is very distinctly different. In fact, let's hear it right here. And by the way, if you have an A-Lady in hearing distance of my voice, you may want to shut its ears off. And I've even heard reports, and this has happened to me on occasions, although I think it's got worse over the years. If you are even listening on this device, you may want to shut its ears off, because sometimes it'll hear itself talking about itself in a podcast. It's not supposed to do that. That was one of those things they fixed supposedly years ago, but it seems to resurface now and again, and I had somebody mention it to me, so I'll just put it out there. Okay, so I instantly could recognize dramatic voice quality change. So just check this out. Alexa, say hello to all the Echo Tips podcast listeners. We're recording a show right now.
Announcing.
For some reason, she did an announcement. I have no idea why she did that. Alexa, I need you to just talk here and say hello to everybody. We got the podcast we're recording right now.
Hello, everyone. We're live on the Echo Tips podcast right now. It's great to be here with you all.
Awesome. I'm glad you're here too. We'll be talking more here in a second.
Great. I'm excited to be part of the show. Looking forward to our chat.
Okay, so there you go. And you may hear those little tones. Those are the tones that are used for those with vision impairments that signal the beginning and ending of everything. So when I enabled this feature, it did automatically enable what we used to call follow-up mode, more or less. So it's constantly, after a statement, it's listening to see if you're still trying to engage with it. And I would imagine if you're using an Echo Show that has the appropriate cameras and stuff, it may be looking to see if you're facing it visually and things like that. At least there were some additional settings on there. I don't know if they're flipped on automatically now or not, or you still had to go in and manually turn them on. But similar concept, you would look at it, and that would prompt it that you were continuing to engage with it. So all there to help facilitate a conversational nature. Now, the little dings and prompts in the background, I think, kind of dampen that a little bit for me. I don't know. It's something to think about. I wonder if maybe they could use different tones to kind of like something a little more gentle, like she's still active if I need to engage with her or something. I don't know. Instead of a harsh end to begin tone or whatever. But anyway, that's all superficial. So I went over to my Echo 8. I said enable. It took me through the process. It sent a link to my app on my phone. I had to update my app. It took me a while to find the little notification back on the home settings. I had to update the app, went back in the app, instantly recognized that I was part of the new beta early testers group, and then took me through a procedures. Now, at the tail end of the show, I recorded all of that in VoiceOver for any of the blind users or any VoiceOver users or just users in general want to hear what the setup process sounded like. I would have just played it in here as part of the regular show, but I felt like it kind of was like watching paint dry a little bit. I will give you a high-level point, though. It did force me to retrain the voice models so that it would identify me by my voice. So it clearly did that again. It had that family function at the beginning where I can identify different family members. That way I would imagine that so it can cater to me, like it'll know my food allergies, it'll know certain preferences I have. And that way, if it's engaging with me versus a spouse or a child or anything like that, it would respond differently to them. So that was right out of the gate one of the things it asked about. It also had the calendar options for Gmail, which is the Google product line, Microsoft stuff, and Apple, so that you could interact with the calendar and email, and gave specific examples about how you're going to be verbally able to converse and compose messages and things like that in email. So I had to go through my Google Mail authentication again and granted additional access. It already had calendar access, but granted additional access to the email. Haven't played with that yet, but it supposedly is enabled. Finally, we whittled down through there. I told you it did a voice retraining thing on me again, which was kind of interesting. It was only like 3 different steps, but it did it through the phone. That way I had the app on. It didn't do it through the device, even though I was standing in the room with the Echo Show 8. You'll hear all of this if you go and listen to the demo. And I think that's basically it. At the tail end, and I'm going to leave out some of this stuff. It talked about Grubhub and some third-party associations and different things like that. But I'm just giving you guys a real quick crash course on my experience. So enable A Lady Plus. So that would be a phrase I would try over you because I never got the email invite. Now, the quality of the voice is outstanding. It seems to be interacting with some of my home automation stuff, like my universal remotes that can control my thermostat and stuff like that. I will be experimenting more with that this week. It could control my microwave's light and fan because it's a range unit over a stovetop. But oddly enough, it could actually control the microwave. So that's a little frustrating because that's why I have that feature for my microwave because I can't see any of the buttons on the front. And it's all smooth glass. But theoretically, I've heard from Double Tap you can say disable the A Lady Plus, and then that will revert you back to the old lady, and you could do something, and then here I'm guessing you could re-enable it again. I didn't want to chance that because I didn't want to lose access to it for you guys until I actually, was pretty comfortable with it. But anyway, supposedly that is possible. What else could I tell you? Just really the conversing is really good. The ability to boil down information. It was interesting that, it could comprehensively look at all my sensors, like my thermometers and gauges throughout my house, and come up with a summary and tell me that maybe one of them was wrong and they're malfunctioning. So my HVAC has been broken in my house lately. Don't worry, it's getting fixed on Monday. But it would say, it's 80 degrees in here, but one of your sensors says it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like freezing. And so it says, I think that one's wrong. So that was kind of interesting. Its ability to crunch that information and spit back to me stuff that I couldn't otherwise usually surface. So that was pretty snazzy. I haven't had any trouble launching any skills. So all the typical skills I would usually interact with, I haven't had any problems with. It does take a little getting used to that follow-up mode always being on is a little odd. The ability to find music in a very fluid-like way is pretty amazing. Let me see if I can find a song and give you guys an idea. And I don't know if this will work or not. Alexa. Hey, do you know the movie, The Fifth Element, the science fiction movie? There's a song in it that's like an opera thing with a lady singing on the stage, and then it kind of gets into a rock opera thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Ah, yes, I recognize that scene. The iconic opera sequence features Maywin Lebesco as the blue-skinned diva who performs the diva dance.
Wow. I'm impressed. Can you play that song on Amazon Music?
Playing Diva Dance from The Fifth Element on Amazon Music.
Whoa. That's it? Oh my God. Oh, that's impressive. I have to say, Alexa, stop. Okay, so I used to know a podcaster. He used to always say that he could never get any AI based, like smart playlist system. That particular song would always crash the system and could never figure out how to correlate that because it's got rock and opera in it, and it just befuzzled any kind of playlisting, auto smart, find music that you like kind of system. So that's why it came to mind. But yeah, just really crazy stuff like that. It does seem to have some safeguards in place. I haven't really, pushed the limits of any of that stuff. But no, I'm just the quality of the voice, I want to say that right again, is amazing. It's right up there with OpenAI and Gemini's best quality voices, if not beyond it. Oh, I do want to show you something here. This was interesting. I think there is a corresponding masculine voice, but this is interesting. Notice what I got when I said change voice or what voices are available. Alexa, what voices are available?
I have 8 voices available, 4 feminine and 4 masculine. Would you like to try a specific type of voice?
No.
All right, I'll keep my current voice. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can you change your voice?
Sure, I can change my voice. I have 4 feminine and 4 masculine voices available. Would you like to try a feminine or masculine voice?
Masculine.
My voice is now masculine one.
Wow.
Friendly. How does this sound to you?
Not too bad, but give me another example.
My voice is now masculine too. Warm. How about this one?
Nah, what else do you have?
My voice is now masculine 3. Smooth. How does this one sound to you?
No.
My voice is now masculine 4. Calm. Would you like to try a feminine voice instead?
Cancel.
All right, I'll keep my current voice. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No.
All right, have a good night.
So I don't know if that changed my voice or not. But the first time I did that, maybe I used slightly different phrasing. She came back and asked me not about different types of voices like we heard there, but about temperaments that she could have. There were like 3 or 4 different temperaments she could. Alexa, do you have different temperaments that I can set?
Yes, I have different voice options that reflect various temperaments.
Ooh.
Would you like to hear about the feminine or masculine voices available?
No, the temperaments.
I don't have specific temperament settings.
Oh.
However, my voice options do have different characteristics that might be considered temperaments. For example, I have calm, friendly, warm, and smooth masculine voices, and upbeat, relaxed, inviting, and grounded feminine voices. Would you like to try one of these?
How about the feminine voices?
I have 4 feminine voices for you to choose from. There's feminine 1, upbeat, which is steady and energetic. Feminine 2, relaxed, which is soothing. Feminine 3, inviting, which is energetic. And feminine 4, grounded, which is easygoing. Which one would you like to try?
Grounded.
My voice is now feminine 4. Grounded. How does this sound to you?
I think I might like to rather go with upbeat.
All right, I've switched to feminine 1. Upbeat. How does this sound? It's my default voice, steady and energetic.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Great. I'm glad you like this voice. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not right now.
All right, have a great night.
Okay, so that's maybe that's what I was thinking of. 'Cause she didn't give me the demos before. It must be that they have these additional labels, a type of temperament to the voice. So that's interesting. And I knew Upbeat was the original one, but man, those voices do sound really pretty stellar. I mean, but anyway, so there you go. That's a real quick crash course. We are going to be delving into this in depth, I'm going to tell you, and we will be plunging into all of this, in the episodes to come. So stay tuned. Like I said, if you'd like to hear about that setup where I did it on my iPhone, you can continue to listen after the conclusion of the show. Again, sorry this episode kind of came out a little late. If you have any thoughts or feedback, and you're also in the beta team, which I have seen some emails from folks that mentioned that, or I mean the beta, you're in the beta testing group, feel free to share some of your thoughts and feedback, different things that you've learned as well. And you can do so at Echo Tips Podcast at CERT, C-E-R-T, Dr. DOCTOR.com. But I'm David Ward. If you'd like to stay tuned and hear that setup, just listen after this last jingle. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the flip side, and we do thank you for listening. Okay, I am presently in my A-Lady app. I was prompted by my Echo Show 8 here in the living room when I asked to enable A-Lady Plus. It took me through a brief tutorial with her new voice, which sounded really good, by the way. But just basic things, confirming my identity, which kind of up front goes to some of that information we've heard earlier about you needed to make sure that you had the ability for to identify you via voice or visual or whatever your Echo supported. So that seems to be maybe why that was in there. Then they asked me some sort of tangential question about my type of entertainment, but it ultimately ended up, and that was about all it asked, honestly. It told me to go back into the A-Lady app, which I'm here on my phone. And at first I couldn't seem to figure anything out because the A-Lady app, I was like 3 layers deep into something else earlier. I backed it out, finally got out to one of the menus, and it saw something about A-Lady Plus, but an update was needed. So I had to go to the App Store for the iPhone and update it. As soon as I did that and came back in, you'll see what I found here. And I'm running VoiceOver here on this, so we can, hopefully you can hear as I navigate the settings for A-Lady Plus Early Access. So here we are.
Alexa is ready to work wonders for you.
All right.
Alexa is ready to work wonders for you.
Okay, I might need to get some headphones so I can actually hear this. Let me grab my earbuds. Okay, here I am. I have just updated the app in the App Store. I hit the open button. It immediately took me into the early access preview for A-Lady Plus. Has a heading here at the top. I'm running VoiceOver. I slowed the speed down so hopefully y'all can hear this and get an idea of what I'm looking at. So,
Alexa is ready to work wonders for you.
okay, so there we go. Our speech here. I've been waiting for this for so long. It's mind-boggling here.
See what all the excitement is about. Complete the next steps to explore what you can do with early access.
Okay, so let's go through these steps.
Get started button.
Get started. By the way, if you're a VoiceOver user, I was trying to record this for you guys. That's probably half the wonkiness. I ended up having to put some earbuds in so I could properly hear things. But let's go to the next button.
See what
here.
get started button.
Get started is my button. Okay.
Get
So I've
family
activated
profiles
that.
heading.
Family profile. So this might get to a little bit what I was talking about earlier about it being able to identify you for customization.
Touchable action button. Add a profile for each. Add family members. Section 1 of 5 heading.
1 of 5.
Add family members.
Add family members. Okay. Kind of weird that it's...
Add a profile for each member of your family so Alexa can learn more about them and provide a personalized experience.
Okay. Maybe, like this is a child, this is an adult, this person has an allergy. Maybe that's what it's... That could be cool. That could be cool. Let's keep going here.
David Ward your profile button.
There's my personal profile, which is probably what we're going to dig into. Let's see if I got anything else here.
John Doe profile button.
John Doe.
Johnny Kid profile
Johnny
button.
the Kid. So that's my fictitious child that I've sometimes used in the podcast to demo kids features. So let's go back up to me.
John Doe David Ward your profile button.
Double tap on that.
David Ward your profile button.
Okay, that apparently selected it, but it did not continue.
Add a David Ward your profile button. Add David Ward your profile
It didn't
button.
label it very well. Okay, but anyway, let's press on.
That's everyone.
That's
button.
a VoiceOver thing. They have some bugs in here. Not surprising. That's pretty common with.
That's everyone button.
Well, that's everyone. Okay, so there's an aspect of here, I guess, when I'm setting this up, the different family members. So, okay, next.
That's everyone.
Hope I didn't
Remind me
deselect
later
myself.
button. Email school that Jake is. Remind me later, but email school that Jake is sick and won't be coming in today.
Oh,
Ask them
here's
to
some
send his
samples
homework.
of what we can do. Holy cow. All right, let's check this out.
Call, text, and email your contacts with Alexa.
Okay, that's cool.
Space, moon, night sky.
Okay, so this is a bulleted list of some of the potential sample things you could do, especially in a family environment.
Add your phone number and contacts to communicate hands-free.
That would be really fabulous.
Space, speak naturally and Alexa can help you compose messages.
That would be cool.
Space, move, stay in touch with your top contacts using your Alexa devices.
Okay, I hope especially some of these texting features are still available on iOS. A lot of things have been opened up in iOS due to some of the lawsuits and stuff, so we may have a lot more access than we ever did before. This might just not be restricted to Android, I don't know.
Text mom that I'm running late.
Text, okay, this is a sample.
Email school that Jake is sick and won't be coming in today.
His name
Ask
isn't
them to
Jake,
send
it's
his
Milk
homework.
Johnny. Okay.
Remind me later, button.
Remind me later. That's pretty vague, but okay.
Continue, button.
Oh, apparently, this is, okay.
Remind me later, button.
I'm
Continue, button.
just gonna continue, see what happens.
Continue.
Okay, we're on our next page.
Keep up with your schedule and send emails hands-free.
Oh, okay. The return of email to the A-lady. Okay.
Voice recognition is required to email contacts.
Okay, I kind of already knew that. I remember I mentioned that earlier. That was one of the very first things she asked on this Echo Show 8 I have in here.
Link your calendar and email account to.
Okay, that's already been done, but I guess she's just iterating all things.
Space, moon, not get calendar alerts, create events, and manage schedule conflicts.
Okay, so that's obviously going to be typical probably features unless they've added some new hotness there.
Space, get help composing and sending emails to all your contacts.
Now that's generally pretty exciting there.
What does my calendar look like today?
Okay.
Email the vet to schedule a follow-up appointment.
Okay, now that's pretty sophisticated there. Okay.
Remind me later, button.
So these are some samples. And apparently I got these check boxes at the bottom like you can remind me to set this up later. I'm just hitting the continue button. I would have thought it would have just took me right into it, but maybe not. I have to go in and set these up each individually.
Continue, button.
Continue.
Continue. Loading, image, 2 blue dots on a black background, more.
Okay, am I done? I would hope it'd say I'm done or ready to go.
Microsoft Calendar and email supported, button.
Oh, okay, here we go. We got, maybe it did take me in. Okay, let me start at the top of the page. So it looks like my focus is halfway down.
Suggested. Section 4 of 5, heading.
Okay, I'm in 4 or 5.
Suggested. Gmail.com linked calendar, button.
Okay, so I might have bleeped that out. That was my Gmail account that I have a calendar set up on.
Link email. Gmail, link email, add account, heading.
I can add an account here.
Google Calendar and email supported, button.
Okay, so that is supported through Gmail.
Microsoft Calendar and email supported, button.
Microsoft.
Apple Calendar supported,
Apple,
button.
okay, that's good. It looks like they're bringing the whole suite in.
Content from your calendar and email may be accessible to anyone using your Alexa devices.
Okay, I guess that's a caveat they put there, even though they're going to do identification checking.
Content from your Apple, Google Ad account.
So I'm going to
heading.
select my personal account here, assuming it isn't already.
Link GG suggested.
Oh, it's just a suggested, so maybe I got to activate it. So I'm going to choose my Google account.
Email.com linked calendar.
The calendar's already linked.
Trailing control, but email learn more, link.
Okay, so here's the email functionality I think I'd like.
Trailing control, button.
I don't know what a trailing control is, but
Email learn more, link.
let me go to learn more here on the email.
Email learn more, link.
It didn't do anything, so let's try this button beside it.
Trailing control, button.
Trailing
control, back, button.
I see that's an arrow or something.
Back, button. Help feedback, heading. Using email to contacts with Alexa, heading level 1.
Okay, here we are. Okay, contacts.
Help feedback, heading.
Help and feedback.
Using email to contacts with Alexa, heading level 1. Send emails to your contacts through voice commands.
Okay, yeah, that's what we want to do.
Note. Not all features and services will be available at once. New features will roll out across compatible devices during the early access period. For more information on available features and supported devices, go to Alexa Early Access.
Oh, okay, there's a website there.
https www.amazon.com b node 2062075 full stop night sky. Alexa's email to contacts feature lets you easily send emails to your contacts using just your voice, helping you stay connected with loved ones and friends.
Well, it's just
To
giving
enable
me a
this feature,
rundown here.
Alexa
It ain't telling
syncs
me
contact
nothing I don't
information
already
from your
know.
linked
How do you
email
set it
to
up?
get started.
Get started.
1. List start.
Oh, there's
To
a
get started.
button.
1. List start. Open the 1 of 7.
Oh, this is the procedures for setting it up, because this is just a help page.
Alexa app. Full stop. Nights 2. Select 2 of 7. More. Full stop.
Let's see, I'm going to go back, because this is just like a generic help page.
Help feedback. Heading. Back. Button. Back. Touchable
There
action
was a
button.
button I think I saw here.
Calendar currently. You can use Alexa to manage your calendar. For example, choose which services to link. Section 4 of 5. Head. Calendar currently linked to trailing control. Email learn more. Link. Email learn more. Trailing control. Calendar currently linked to learn more. Link.
Calendar is linked.
Trailing email learn more. Link. Email learn. Trailing control. Button. By continuing, you agree to allow Alexa to access the selected services as described above. Continue. Dimmed. Button. Continue. Dimmed.
Continue button doesn't allow me to continue, so
Email learn more. Trailing control. Calendar currently linked to learn more. Link. Calendar currently linked to learn more.
maybe I had
Link.
to select the calendar.
Trailing control. Email learn more. Trailing. By continuing, you agree to allow Alexa to access the by continuing, you agree to
Continue is
allow
still
Alexa to
grayed
access
out.
trailing email learn more.
Maybe I
Link.
have to select a particular calendar because I have, like a regular calendar, a work calendar.
Trailing control button.
Let's see, I'll go to the trailing control for calendar.
About calendar. Browse your upcoming schedule. View your space. Browse your upcoming schedule. View your schedule on Echo Show devices and the
Looks
mobile
like
app.
I
Ask
got
Alexa
another
what's
help
coming
page.
up for the day. Space. Move. Create. Edit and delete events. Add new events to your. Browse and manage. Back. Back. Button. Back.
Okay, I don't think I'm
Touchable
making any
action
headway
button.
here. This is not what I think it is. So I'm going to go back.
You
one
can use
page.
Alexa to choose which services to link below. Section 4 of 5. Heading. Allow access. Head. Touchable act. Allow access. Allow access. Heading.
It's just a heading.
Touchable action button. Touchable action button.
That button is not labeled, but it's in the top left corner, so I'm going to assume it's a back button.
Allow touchable action button. Touchable action. Suggested. gmail.com linked calendar button. Suggested. gmail.com linked calendar button. Link email.
Okay, here I did. I backed out to the original page where it had the suggested Google account that I had, then an alternate to add a new account for Microsoft, Google, or Apple. Here under my suggested Gmail account, which is my actual Gmail account that's been used in the past for calendar, it has a button that says
Add link email.
Link email. So let's go to that.
Link email. Choose which services to link below.
Okay, this is a new page. This could be good.
Choose which services to link below.
Sounds a lot like the last one, though.
You can use Alexa to manage your calendar. For example, create, move, or browse your events and your emails. For example, compose and send emails. When you link your calendar, we store a copy of your calendar in the cloud. When you link your email, we store content from your emails, such as contacts and upcoming events in the cloud. We use this information to provide, improve, and personalize our services.
Yeah. Huh. So pretty much, I think, took me in the exact same place I was before. Now, for those who don't understand, Google's Gmail is all connected with the calendar service and I think notes service and stuff like that, or reminders, which are treated separately from calendar. So,
Calendar currently linked to learn more. Link.
calendar linked. Okay.
Trailing control button.
I have this trailing control, which seems to do me a whole lot of nothing other than open up the help documentation.
Email learn more. Link.
Now, wait a minute. My continue button down here at the bottom looks like it's okay now, so I might have unchecked something last time.
By continuing, continue button.
Continue.
Email learn more. Link.
It still doesn't seem to be like authorizing my email, but we're just going to go with continue for now. Maybe I'll have to go back and add the email later.
By continuing, continue button. Continue. Text field back button. Choose an account to continue to Amazon Alexa.
Okay.
Google.
Okay.
Close button. Done button. Address accounts.google.com.
Okay, this is apparently some sort of Google. I'm having to reauthorize, or maybe it is allowing me to grant access to the email. Let's see here.
Format options, but reload button. Sign in with Google.
If you hear some bleeps here, that's me just bleeping out some of my personal credentials.
Choose an account. Heading level 1.
Okay.
To continue to
Yes.
Amazon Alexa button. Link.
Oh, that's me.
gmail.com. Link.
Okay, I just...
Signed out. Link. Use another account. Link.
Okay, so yes, I can log into a separate Gmail account. It also has the one I've used here in the past. So I'm going to select that one. By the way, you probably heard a bleep when I went by that.
Signed out. Gmail. David Ward. Link.
I'm going to select that.
Sign in with back button. Hi, David.
Hi.
Sign into google.com with your password for opening double quotation mark john.netzel@newvisionraw.org. Address, accounts.google.com. Format options, reload, but sign in with Google. Hi David, heading level 1.
Okay, looks like it's taking me to a web pane, as is typical of a Google authentication mechanism, asking me to log in.
Sign in with Hi David, heading level mail.com.
Okay.
Enter your password. Secure text field. Is
Looks
editing.
like I'm just
Character mode.
repeating
Insertion
things here.
point
Let
at
me put this
start.
password in.
Insertion point at end.
This is probably going to be a hot mess trying to do.
Show password. Tick box. Unticked. Next. Button. Enter your password. Secure text field. Insertion point at end. Enter
Okay,
your
here's
password.
open my
Secure
Bitwarden
text field.
auto
Is editing.
detects that.
Character mode. Password for this website. Gmail. Logo.
Okay.
Master. Enter alert. Touch ID for Bitwarden.
Alright, that looks like it's going
Amazon Alexa.
in.
Back.
Okay,
Button.
good.
Gmail.com. Enter your show password. Next. Button.
I'm going to hit next.
Hi David. Heading level 1. Back. You're signing back into Amazon Alexa. Address. accounts.google.com.
Okay, so probably have a few more steps here.
Format options. Reload. Button. Sign in with Google. Amazon Alexa. Heading level 1. Gmail.com selected. Switch account. Link.
Okay, never mind that. I bleeped out my credentials again.
Review Amazon Alexa's privacy policy.
Oh,
Link.
this is the privacy, just making sure that you know you're doing this. Okay, so somewhere down here there should be an accept or continue.
And terms of service. To make changes at Google account. Full stop. Learn more about sign in with Google. Link. Full stop. Cancel. Button. Continue. Button.
Okay, I'm going to hit continue.
Sign in with back. Amazon Alexa wants additional access to your Google account.
Okay, yeah, since it goes through the same mechanism before, it only allowed calendar access, so if it's doing email, it might be asking for something fresh here or new.
Sign in with Google. Amazon Alexa wants additional access to your Google account.
Oh,
heading level 1.
That's the heading.
Mail.com. When you allow this access.
Okay,
heading level 2.
I just bleeped that out. Sorry, guys. So that was my my username again with Gmail.
When you allow this access. Heading level 2. Amazon Alexa button will be able to heading read, compose, send, and permanently delete all your email from Gmail.
Oh, okay. So it is getting email access now. Okay, didn't have that before. This is good news.
Learn more. Visited. Link.
This wasn't terribly obvious through the interface that that's what we were doing.
Amazon Alexa already has some access. Heading level 2.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know, because it's got calendar access.
See the 4 services, but Google
The
account.
only way you could
link.
do it originally with the original 8 ladies, you had to set up a separate calendar service.
Full stop. Learn how Google helps you share data safely. Link.
Somewhere down here near the bottom should be an accept or continue button.
Full stop. Night cancel button. Continue button.
Okay, there's continue.
Amazon
continue.
Back button.
There's the guy from
Calendar and
Jurassic
email.
Park said,
Heading.
hang on to your butts here. Let's see.
Section 405. Heading.
I'm getting something.
Account linked.
Okay, that's good news. That's a typical, almost like linked message. Okay.
Email Jen's pediatrician and find out if she has an appointment available next week.
Here's samples again of these super snazzy things you can supposedly do. Let's just go down to continue again.
Continue button. Continue. Set up
See if there's
services.
anything else we can do.
Set up chosen services. Dimmed button.
Alrighty.
Set up chosen services.
It's a little vague here. Let me hit in the middle somewhere.
Pick the services you'd like to use, then set them up or get reminded later.
Okay.
Image open table. Find us an Italian restaurant image.
Oh, open table. Okay, that's cool. Cool.
Image ticket master. Find tickets to the Seahawks image.
Tickets. Okay, so okay, all right. So they actually are granting us access to those features. That's good.
Image Uber. Book me a ride to the airport image.
Ooh, that could be useful. Uber. I do use Uber a lot. Okay, I'm not going to set that up now for your guys' sanity, but that could be real helpful. Ooh, maybe Uber Eats. That could be good.
Image thumbtack. Find a handyman image.
Handyman. I think we saw something demoed like that in February, so that's interesting. I've never used that service.
Coming soon. Heading.
Ooh, coming soon.
Image Uber Eats. Order us some Thai food.
Ooh,
Dimmed.
there's the Uber Eats. That could be good. That could be really good.
Image Grubhub. Order pizza again. Dimmed.
Grubhub. Okay, I have an account with them, but it says this is coming soon, so I don't have access to that yet. New York Pizza.
Image Vagero. Schedule my haircut. Dimmed.
Never heard of that service.
Ready to use. Heading. Image Folders. Plan a trip to San Diego image. Ready to use. Heading.
Ready to use. So these must be features that not going to have access to.
Image folders. Plan a trip to San Diego. Image.
Okay, plan a trip to San Diego. I think we had a video from February or March demoing something like that.
Remind me later. Button. Set up chosen services. Dimmed. Button. Set up chosen services. Dimmed. Button.
Well, I can't continue there.
Remind me later. Button.
I have a checkbox. Oh, maybe it's anticipating me to select something. Let's just do remind me later.
Remind me later. Voice ID. Set up later. Button.
That took me forward in this process. Okay, that's interesting.
Get personalized features with Voice ID.
Okay, we're circling back to this Voice ID stuff, which seems kind of counterintuitive if I've already had it set up here, so that's a little weird.
With Voice ID, Alexa can recognize your voice to personalize the music you vibe to, send messages by voice, play news that you care about, and more.
Driveway sensor activated.
Oh, that's the new voice.
It's 1:01 p.m.
That's a routine I have for my driveway from getting a delivery or something. And okay, so never mind me. Oh, let's continue here.
By tapping agree continue,
I'm
you
here
agree
in
to
my
the
living room recording this because that's where my Echo Show 8 is right now.
With Voice ID, Alexa can recognize you. By tapping agree continue, you agree to the
I don't know what I'm agreeing to. I've already done this before, so I don't know. They're just refreshing it.
By tapping agree continue, you agree to the
Could be because there's a facial component with the Echo Show 8. It can actually recognize your face. I don't know.
By tapping agree continue, you agree to the
Okay, I'm going to continue.
Alexa terms of and authorize the creation, use, improve Alexa
Wait a
terms of
minute. Let's
use,
hear what it
link,
says.
and authorize the creation, use, improvement and storage of your Voice ID.
It's usually all stored locally, though.
Learn more. Set up later, button.
Set up later. Maybe I'll do a separate show just about these privacy options and if we've seen any major changes.
Agree continue, button.
Okay, I'm going to do an agree continue. Not that I haven't already agreed and done this before, but
Voice ID,
do it again.
agree continue, Voice ID.
Let's do it. To
New
learn your
chat.
voice, I'll ask you to repeat 4 phrases after me. Say, Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Great. Now say, Alexa, play music.
Alexa, plays music.
Perfect. Now say, Alexa, turn off the light.
Alexa, turn off the light.
Now say, Alexa, add milk to my shopping list.
Alexa, add milk to my shopping list. I think I need a congratulations at the end if I've succeeded here. Let's see what it says. So it's interesting. I did it on the app, not on the device. Okay. I was using my headset, so I was using my microphone and my headset to do that. But who knows?
Return to App Store, button. Status
I feel
bar
like I've hit a
item.
brick wall here. I can't.
Cellular, Ziggy.
Well, I think I might have been completely thwarted here. I'm getting 0 feedback on this page. Let's turn on
Words, characters, voices, screen recognition, off
screen
on.
recognition mode, aka last resort here.
Voice ID created. Alexa can now recognize your voice across all of your Alexa-enabled devices.
Okay, so that's a problem, Amazon. You got something there that threw my system for a real loop with VoiceOver. So that's no bueno, guys. All right, so let's see what else we got here.
Done, button.
We like done. I'm going to hit done.
Done. Night sky.
Okay, now since screen recognition mode usually causes more problems than it solves, especially if you got it on while you're on a good page, I'm going to shut it off.
Voices, screen recognition, on.
Because I can tell I'm on a new page here.
Off. Start.
Yeah, okay, this new page seems to
You're ready to explore.
I'm ready to explore.
Start a conversation to discover what Alexa can do for you.
Okay.
You're ready to explore. Start a conversation to discover what Alexa can do for you.
Okay, is there anything else you can add to that?
Continue, button.
I got a continue button. Okay, it's a little vague, but all right, let me continue here.
Continue. Message Alexa, button. Insertion point at start.
That might be about it. Okay, well, I think, just popped me into a thing where I can type to her, which is a little bizarre.
I'm ready to help you explore. I can tell you what's the buzz in Gen Z tunes or tell you what happened this day in history.
Okay,
Anytime you want to hear about what else I can do,
all right.
just
Okay, guys. Well, that will bring that demo to a close. That was pretty much the end of the line there when it started prompting me to ask it questions inside the app. So, anywho, we'll have a lot more in store in the future, but there you go. And so we'll say goodbye. Alexa, would you like to say goodbye to all the listeners of the podcast?
Absolutely. To all the podcast listeners out there, it's been a pleasure sharing this conversation with you. Thanks for tuning in and have a fantastic rest of your day.
Bye, y'all.